Hi YouTube, I'm back with another video, and today I want to do a video on how the steps I used to create this mask. I already uploaded a video of me sublimating this mask, doing the sublimation part on my lunch break. This was a mask that I created for a contest at work. It was show your swag for the company. So I took this, all of these pictures from the website for my team that I'm on, and I sublimated it onto a mask. But I wanted to show you the steps that I went about to do that. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call it a talk-torial, because it's not really a tutorial, because I'm not gonna go through all of the steps, cutting and doing all of those things, but I'm gonna talk you through the steps that I took to arrive at this finished product. So the first thing I did was, this is my template, and I cut it up while I was talking to a friend who came to help me sew a bunch of masks, and so I just taped it back together. But this is my template, and what I like to do is I folded it in half and I put it on my fabric on the fold. And you saw the video yesterday. If not, look in my videos and you'll see that. And I ended up cutting it on the fold. So I fold my fabric, I put my template over it, I cut it, and then I end up with my piece that I'm gonna sublimate on. And so I already have the video on my channel where I show how I sublimated it. So these ones aren't sublimated, but these are other masks that I created with the same pattern. So once I have it cut out, I sew with 1/4 of an inch at the two short sides, and that will be the nose and the chin piece. So that's what it will look like once it's done and once it's sewn. So that's that step. Then what I do is I'll take a backing piece and I'll put them, this is a plain piece, but if it was the same fabric as this, the pretty sides would go together. And I only put a pin in the nose and the chin area. You can put pins, more pins if you like, but I only put a pin in those two areas. And then I sew from here to here, turn it around and sew from there to there. And once I have those sewn, this is what it will look like. It's sewn down here and it's sewn down there, and the pretty sides will be together on the inside. Once you do that, what you're gonna do, well, I'll go back to this one. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this one and then you're just gonna turn it inside out. Once you're gonna turn it inside out. So you turn it inside out, and that's what these two pieces are. I turned them inside out. Then once I turn it inside out, what I do is I take it to my iron and I flatten it and I sew it all nice and crisp. But also while I'm at my iron, what I'll do is I'll take a little piece of it and I'll fold it over and I'll press that. And when I finish pressing that, what I'll do is where those press marks are, I'll take it and I'll put those press marks to the inside. So I'll just put them to the inside, and then I'll have this and I'll sew it again. I'll press it again once I have that, and then it'll be nice and crisp. Then what I do is I take and I'll put my elastic inside those two little holes, and I'll pin the elastic on the corners. And I pin this one poorly, just so I can show you what you do if your elastic doesn't come out evenly. So usually if it doesn't come out evenly, I'll just take the pin out of one, I'll just move it up a little bit and move it over, and then I'll take the other side to try and see if they're more even. And if they get more even, what I'll do is I'll take them to my sewing machine and I'll sew here, and you can use a 1/4 inch. I use less than a 1/4 inch when I do this part. I get kind of close to the edge. I use a 7.0 on my sewing machine, and I have a Baby Lock Allure, which my husband bought me for my birthday in 2003, and I still have it. And he told me I can get a new sewing machine for my birthday this year, but I've been doing so many other things, I just haven't taken the time to go and look for a machine and get it. But I've already been authorized, so when I'm ready, I'll go get one. So I'll just sew both sides. And once both sides are sewn, I'll take out my pins, and then you will have a completed project. This is where the sewing is, where the pins are. This is where the sewing is. And I kind of use my elastic. I make it 7 inches. That way it can fit most men and women. And then if it's too big, you could just tie a knot. That way I don't have to worry about people saying it's too small or whatever. So that is my tutorial for my face mask. And we had a contest at work to show your swag, your DIY swag. So with my DIY swag, I did win 2nd place in the company contest. So I'm pretty proud of that. And that's going to, sorry, I dropped it, but that's going to conclude my tutorial, because it's not really a tutorial, but I talk you through the process. Sometimes I watch videos and people say they're going to do a tutorial, but it's not really a tutorial. It's a talk-torial, because they're not really telling you what they're doing or whatever. So that's my tutorial. I hope this helped you. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you will be notified the next time that I upload a video. Thanks for watching. God bless you. You have an awesome and an amazing day.